Hi, it's Rowan from PhysioFit. Thanks for joining me again. This is the second in our series of exercises designed to teach you some of the techniques and key movements that you might come across in a beginner's Pilates class. Today, I want to teach you how to set up on hands and knees for any exercises that you might meet on all fours. So come and join me on the mat and we'll get started. Okay, so for exercises that you want to work on all fours, I want you to bring your hands out in front of you and underneath your shoulders and your knees roughly underneath your hip joints. You're going to start by rocking forwards and backwards, just a small amount. Press back with your hands and forward with your legs until you find the kind of balance point where there's an even weight between all four pillars of your arms and legs. Now, in this position, I want you to slide your shoulder blades together so that your rib cage lowers down. And then I want you to slide the shoulder blades around the side of the rib cage so that your rib cage rises and you can feel the back of your rib cage butt up against the inside of your shoulder blades. Let's try that again. Slide the shoulder blades together so that you travel down and then really lengthen your arms into the floor. So you slide the shoulder blades apart and you feel the back of your rib cage butt up against the insides of your shoulder blades. You want to hold that nice buoyant position of the rib cage at the top. The second thing to bring your attention to is the crown of your skull. Now, it's tempting to kind of look forward or even look in front of your hands. But what I want you to do is tuck in your chin so that your gaze is maybe just in front of your fingertips. This has the effect of lengthening and opening the joints at the back of your neck and pointing the crown of your skull forward, keeping it in line with the rib cage. Okay. The next thing to bring your attention to is the position of your pelvis. The back of the pelvis, the bony points where you sit on, you want those two bony points to be pointing directly back to the wall behind you, not tucking in or letting your lower back sag. You really want to turn the pelvis until those bony sitting points are pointing directly to the wall behind you. So let's just go through that again. It's a rocking movement to find the balance point between your arms and legs. A slide of the shoulder blades together and then apart to butt the rib cage up against the inside of the shoulder blades. Cast your gaze down just beyond your fingertips to lengthen the back of your neck. And make sure that your pelvis, the back of the pelvis, is pointing to the wall behind you. Okay, so that's a really good setup position to start with. What you might feel in this position is that the internal organs in your body want to fall forward. So your job is to just gently lift those internal organs and kind of keep the sense of connectedness in towards you. You're not sucking in or drawing in your tummy muscles hard, just keeping a sense of control over the internal organs and up towards you. Okay, from there, we're going to start a movement. So take your weight to your left leg so that your right knee can hover slightly. And without moving the position of your pelvis or lower back, I want you to start to slide that foot away from you along the floor. Think of opening your hip underneath you and really opening out the crease of your groin, tightening your thigh to the bone, and then slide your leg back underneath you again. Place it down on the floor. Shift your weight over to that side, so you're now leaning on the right knee, and open the left hip. Really look for that stretch. You're just opening the crease of the groin on the left side and then slide that leg back underneath. So again, this is very much like the first series of exercises we went through, where we were moving the legs, the hips, knee and ankle joint, whilst keeping the pelvis and lower back absolutely steady. But here we've got the upper body joining in a little bit as well, with you working hard to stabilize around the shoulders, the shoulder blades, and in the upper arms. And we've also got a little bit of work for the back of the neck to do as well, to keep it nice and long through the movement. Adding in the breathing, you're breathing out to reach, and in to come back, and out to reach, and in to come back. Now, when this starts to feel nice and easy for you, you've got the control, You can add a little reach at the end of the movement. Now, don't think about lifting your leg up. Think about reaching your leg further away from you or opening the hip joint underneath you a bit more, and then closing the hip joint down and sliding back in and under. Place your weight into the left leg and slide your right leg long and away. And at that point, start to think of opening again the crease of the groin and reach away, trying not to drop into your lower back. So there's no change in position of your pelvis or lower back. Slide that leg back under. Onto the right leg, press that knee in, slide the left leg out and reach further. And I can tell you that I'm having to work harder through my left arm here as my left leg lifts, and slide back in. Weight to the left leg again, slide the right leg out, and my right arm has to work harder to stabilize and balance. Good, and hold it there. Take your weight out of your wrists for a moment to finish. Allow your pelvis to turn and your lower back to curve, and just drop into a stretch there. And take a couple of nice breaths into the back of your rib cage. Lovely. Okay, well, I hope you found that helpful to help you find those movement patterns in class. And I hope you'll join me again back on the mat next time.